I have some rules of my own. One of them is never to regret anything. Over time, I came to the conclusion that this was the right thing to do. As soon as you start regretting and looking back, you start to sour. You always have to think about the future. You always have to look ahead. Of course you.
To forgive the terrorists is up to God, but to send them there is up to me. There is no happiness in life. There is only a mirage on the horizon, so cherish that. It's better to be hanged for loyalty than rewarded for betrayal. Above all, we should acknowledge that the collapse of the Soviet Union was the major geopolitical disaster of the century. The comrade wolf knows whom to eat, as the saying goes. It knows whom to eat, and is not about to listen to anyone, it seems. If he gave an assignment, he didn't really care how it was done, or who did it, or what problems they had. It just had to get done, and that was that. To pay more is the easy way. In fact, the solution possibilities to the problem are many. You must obey the law. Always, not only when they grab you by your special place. Terrorism has once again shown it is prepared deliberately to stop at nothing in creating human victims. An end must be put to this. As never before, it is vital to unite forces of the entire world community against terror. We don't need a weakened government, but a strong government that would take responsibility for the rights of the individual and care for the society as a whole. Russia does not want confrontation of any kind, and we will not take part in any kind of holy alliance. I think every person should have some faith inside him in his heart. What matters is not an external display of this faith, but the inner state of the soul. I was brought up in a very ordinary family, in fact, a worker's family. Both my father and mother were ordinary citizens. There are both things in international law, the principle of territorial integrity and right to self-determination. Despite all the achievements of civilization, the human being is still one of the most vulnerable creatures on Earth. The task of the government is not only to pour honey into a cup, but sometimes to give bitter medicine. Protest actions and propaganda are two slightly different things. Any people has a right to self-determination. And now in Europe, the process of diluting national sovereignty in the framework of a united Europe is more accepted. We must stop using the language of force and return to the path of civilized diplomatic and political settlement.